Because I would really love to see the gallery.
Yes. This is an incredible story. So much of Calabar history is overseas in archives. And in the National Museum of African Art, we have discovered many photographic albums from the 1890s, 1900, 1910, 1920, of Old Calabar. Now, because the royal families of Èkpé Kingdom were very close to the colonial masters, they were the ones primarily photographed. But not only that, but there's about 400 wonderful photographs of the Old Calabar region in those days. And so what we're doing is bringing these photographs back so that the National Museum can have copies, people can come and see them. And we want to get information about them because there's a lot of mistaken information written about them, and I'll show the photographs in a minute. And so we're trying to do a project between the National Museum in Washington, National Museum Calabar, so we can have exhibitions, write catalogs, and share this information with the people. Because, we spoke about the young people not knowing their history and their culture. This is one wonderful way that people can see their great-grandfathers and mothers. And we need the help of people here to identify some of the people who were photographed there.
Now let's go to some of the prominent families here that you're going to show us.
Yeah,
Can you remember?
Like the Èkpé family of Adaoko.
Of Èkpé Honesty family at Adaoko.
Yes,
okay. Bricktown.
Yeah, the Archibongs are there, Iyamba. There are so many.
I think there's Coco Bassi.
Coco Bassi is there.
Yeah.
And the Kobams are there. Èkpé Youngs are there. Many are there.
Okay, so let's see some of the photographs now.
Okay.
Of our ancestors.
Good. So this is from the Eliot Elisofon Photographic Archives, National Museum of African Art in Washington. And this is one of the photographs. All it says here is a king of Old Calabar. But I believe this is King Ephraim Duke. This photograph is actually in the book by Oku, Calabar Kings and Chiefs. But we have a very nice copy there. And here's another one, Prince Archibong of Old Calabar. And it would be so wonderful to know more about this man.
Okay, and so the Archibong family members will be able to help out there.
Now here's an interesting example. This is an Nkanda Èkpé play. It's a traditional rites, and you see the Èkpé lodge in the Obote tree there. But if you look at the caption on the bottom, it says Crew Boy Play.
What does that mean?
That's a totally erroneous caption.
Yeah, Crew Boy.
Because the crew people came with the British masters from Liberia, Sierra Leone, and they were British subjects. So these people here are Yene Sonde, the sons of the soil. So you see, we need help in correcting some of the information about the photographs.
Yeah, thank God you're there. At least you know a bit of our history. Okay, now which is this?
This is a photograph from an Èkpé family. And you can see their wonderful masquerades. You see the elders, the young people. They're doing some kind of ceremonial activity.
Okay.
And it will be so nice to find members of this family to identify, oh, that's my great-grandfather. Okay, that's our masquerade. Because there's no information about this. Here's another one. This says Court Beauty, Old Calabar. That means a regal lady.
Yeah.
And she's coming out of the house.
Okay. That must be someone from the partner room.
Oh, yes. And this one says Ladies of Rank, Old Calabar. So you can see that these are the elites of the Calabar area. And the families are still around today. So wouldn't it be nice to have some more information? And the families I know would love to have copies of these also. So
if I identify someone now, someone back home identifies a grandfather or a great-grandfather, can they come to you for copies of the photographs? Yeah, we can arrange that. Oh, that's great. It will happen through the National Museum, but we can. But they can't just see you and get it. Well, we'll talk about it now. All right. Because these are not my photographs; they belong to the National Museum. Okay. But the answer is yes.
but we just need to find the way.
All right then.
Representatives of the native court. This is probably 1890, and you see each gentleman there with a staff is from a Efik royal house. And their names are written on the bottom there. And then you can see in the front the Mbiam, oath. They didn't use the Bible in those days, though.
They use Mbiam. And some people still use it.
Can you explain what that is, please?
Not really. You know, these things, in our Ifo culture, there are certain places women don't go.
Okay. Anyway, this is what people would swear on.
It's just a local oath, yeah.
Instead of swearing on the Bible. So, interesting cultural artifact. And here's another one. This is another lady coming out of the fattening room. And you'll notice the feather coming from her head, showing that she has become an Èkpé initiate.
Yes. In those days, the Efik men loved them like that.
Oh, yes.
Well fed.
Okay, so that's just a sample of some of the photographs. There are about 400 of them, and we're working with the National Museum in Calabar now to put them up so that people can come in and look at them.
So in the US, for instance, do you have instances where Kosovarians from in the US go to the National Museum and try to identify her? Is there a very great awareness of that?
It hasn't, the photographs are not well known yet. We're just beginning to advertise them.
Okay.
Yeah. But the idea is that these photographs were often, they were in the albums of district officers who then went back to England. When they passed on, their families have then sold the albums. The National Museum bought them. And now we want to bring them back to Calabar and do an exchange so that the National Museum gets information, Calabar people see their photographs and their history. So
we want to thank you so much, Chief Dr. Ivor Miller. This is really educative indeed. And for this year's event in May, I think we need to come back and sensitize the people. Because we'd like you to go with a contingent of great Ifo chiefs, Èkpé title holders.
Believe me, it will be revolutionary.
Because we need to go and teach them how these things are done properly.
It's true, and they want to learn too.
Oh, they want to learn.
I want to thank the Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar for his support for my research here. He's been wonderful. And also the Department of History and International Relations, where I'm now working.
Okay.
We're all working together on this because all the historians of Calabar can use this information also.
Thank you so much, Chief Dr. Ivor Miller. In case you joined us midway, we had to bring this to your notice because it just came back from the US with a lot of photographs, over 400 of them. We couldn't even show much, but I think he would give us the opportunity to produce a little documentary on our history because we have enough in this laptop to do that. I want to thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Wish you all the best. Yeah. And when school resumes at UNICAL, warm regards to your students.
Thank you very much.
Because I'm sure they're learning a lot from you.
Okay, I hope so.
Thank you so much. It's still Good Morning Cross River, and today's package is definitely going to be fun. So don't go away, just relax, and let's take this break. I'll be back.